the rumor mill. A place I've been 100 times before. It's one thing to get a picture of a big buck, but to find it and to kill it are entirely separate endeavors. All too often, the rumors are a dead end. The pictures are old, from another state, or impossible to substantiate. I've been scouting and hunting this area for 4 years, and I've never seen nor heard of this buck before I got this picture. It isn't in my nature to let a lead go uninvestigated, though. So my search for this buck begins. If he is real, I'm gonna find him.
This is huge. No, this is just ginormous.
He's gonna get killed.
It's January 15th, and the rumor mill has finally produced another piece to this puzzle. My first real actionable lead. If I can match this video to an area that I've been scouting, I'll finally have a place to start. I just saw him, 1,000%. Stupid freaking camera. Where'd you go? There he is. He's running off. I just freaking saw him. There's a huge cut cornfield to my right that I have permission to shed hunt. I 100% just saw him. I have put in a ton of time up here last summer trying to track down a certain deer. And I've been up here, this is a couple trips I've been up here now. And I've been up here for about 3 days, door knocking. This may be the, I don't know if that was him, it might have been, but that deer was huge. So I've been driving around the last several days, mainly looking in these cut cornfields because it's where I've seen most of the deer. And I've been seeing some bucks in this area, and I've been looking for a buck specifically, but I don't know, I'll be honest, I'm just excited, kind of freaking out a little bit. I don't know if the buck I saw was one that we've been trying to find, or if it's just some other random Ohio giant that we just saw, but I saw a freaking huge deer. And we're in a cut cornfield. These deer were out in it and then ran over to this thicket. There's still corn that these deer are coming out here and feeding on. There's like 5 days left in the Ohio season. Fingers crossed this buck makes it, because we will have our story for next year if he does. My goal now is to get pictures of this buck on my trail cameras. I have 2 properties to monitor, and hopefully with enough feed, I can pull him right into view of one of my cameras and figure out where he is, where he's coming from, and where he's going. That's probably 400 pounds of corn I put on that spot. 300 pounds. I'm about to put 100 pounds in the cornfield in case they bypass it and just keep going to the cornfield. I want to have a camera on it just to make sure I'm getting pictures. I mean, these deer are gonna drop their antlers any day. And if I laid eyes on them now, and I can feed them here, this is their food source, is this cornfield, there might be a decent chance that I can find this deer sheds. I just pulled into my driveway. After a long drive home, I spent 4 or 5 days up there door knocking, and before I show you what just showed up on my trail camera, I need to add a little backstory. This is a deer that, this part of the country, it seems like there's always rumored deer. There's just, that locals know about, like rumored bucks, that just local legend kind of deer. And I spent the whole time I was making trips trying to find Kimbo last year, I was also making trips, countless trips throughout the summer trying to find this other buck. Never found him, you know, and then basically when I caught wind of, or when I found Kimbo, everything went out the window. The trail cam video I'm about to show you right now confirms 100% that I have found this deer, and he is bigger than Kimbo. This deer is, without a doubt, the biggest deer I've ever hunted in my life. A statement I thought I literally would never say ever again in my life. I thought Kimbo was it. And I told myself after Kimbo, like, I just stressed myself to no end that I was done chasing the giants. But I literally can't stop. I just cannot help myself. I just am too addicted to finding a target animal and playing the game. Look how big that deer is. And I haven't filmed much up into this point, but just know that this has been a culmination of weeks and weeks and months of travel and just nonstop door knocking, nonstop glassing, nonstop scouting, getting permission to, you know, put cameras out, and just so much has gone into this moment just to even locate a deer like this. And now it is game on. I feel like this deer is going to probably be the biggest challenge that we have ever faced in our hunting lifetime. Because even driving around, as I just got back in town the last several days, I can't tell you how many, every piece of property up there is being hunted. Literally every piece. There's stands, I'm seeing corn piles everywhere. Like, this deer is probably being hunted by a ton of people. And for him to be as big as he is, as old as he is, and still alive, he has got to be wicked smart. And I don't think that this is a deer that you kill over a corn pile. I just don't. So what my plan to do now is I'm going to watch my trail cams like a hawk, because the first picture I get, everything else stops and I go straight up north again. This is the moment that this is real. But like I said, this may be the greatest challenge we've ever faced. But that's what I love about this the most. If there was no challenge, I wouldn't care. It wouldn't drive me crazy. It wouldn't keep me up at night. It wouldn't make me drive 10 hours one way through the night if it was something that wasn't a massive challenge. And that challenge, the game, is what I'm addicted to, and we just found the new game to play. So I'm gonna be keeping an eye out on these cameras. The next thing we'll be doing is hopefully looking for some sheds. I haven't sent this video to anybody.
What's up, buddy?
Hey.
Hi.
I'm about to send you a video.
All
You'll see.
Alright. Watching. Oh, God. Jeez.
That deer's insane.
I don't know how I keep saying this, or we keep saying this, but that's by far the biggest deer that you've said, I think.
I was watching it on repeat. I've literally been watching it on repeat, and I'm like, what I would give to see him shake his head and both of those antlers just pop off his head.
Oh, dude, yeah. The whole shed mission should. I already know, as much as you love shed hunting, what's in your mind right now.
I'm pretty much on call. Like when that deer sheds, like I'm on call. Like it's like I'm an ER doctor just waiting for the call. It's like when I see the shed that he shed, I don't care what I'm doing. I'm getting in the car and I'm going up there.
Yeah. Well, if I am free, I will join you in that journey, because that's insane.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a good chance he sheds in that cornfield.
With the cameras out, all there is left for me to do is wait. And I have a feeling there is more than a few sleepless nights ahead for me.
All right, good morning. It's 5:30 a.m. Couldn't sleep. I basically haven't been able to sleep at all since, getting pictures of this deer and just knowing that he's gonna shed at any moment. I almost just stayed up there until he did. And I just got the pictures that I just checked on my phone. 100% it is him. It's a freshly shed buck. You can tell from the pedicles. I've been studying this deer's body just from the trail cam pictures and videos, and that is him. So I'm packing my bag, like I've been on standby. It's like we're rolling. There's a lot, this is farm country. There's farmers out there. There's a lot of other people that are gonna be looking for this deer sheds. And it's kind of fitting that I slept in my Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're last. Because if you ain't first to finding this year's deer sheds, you might as well be last, so. Let's roll. All right, we've made it. First thing I'm gonna do is walk out these two farms that I've got permission on. It's basically cut cornfield and some blocks of woods. This is the most nervous I've ever been just shed hunting. I love finding their sheds almost as much as I do actually taking a deer. And yeah, I mean, my adrenaline's pumping right now. So the good news is I would think that as big as his horns are, that they should be easy to find if he shed in the cornfield. I've got two big cornfields to search. I've got this one and I've got the adjacent farm. And hopefully he shed out here in a cornfield. That would be the most ideal situation. But we've got a lot of ground to cover. Oh man, I'm nervous. Well, I searched and searched and searched that cornfield and the wooded acreage there. No luck. But I've also got permission on this adjacent cornfield here We'll start here in the morning, working this field, and then we may do some door knocking for some more shed hunting permission if we don't have any luck. Oh my gosh. That literally about gave me a freaking heart attack. Oh my gosh, I see it. Oh my, yeah, that, oh my gosh, that's him.
What up?
Dude, I just found his side.
No way.
I swear, yeah, I haven't even picked it up.
Dude.
Oh my god, it's big side.
All I needed to do was, reach out to you.
We literally just...
Little good juju coming your way.
Dude.
Oh, dude, that's so awesome.
Dude, oh my god, I cannot believe what I'm looking at. It's his big side.
Dude, that other side's right there somewhere.
It has to be. Dude, so, oh my god, I haven't even picked it up. I haven't even touched it.
Dude, you gotta call me back and FaceTime.
No, I'm FaceTiming you right now.
All right.
You see it? Oh my, dude, this is insane.
Absolute.
That's the biggest antler I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's something to be said with you. So
that's the biggest, dude. That's the biggest antler I've ever seen. Look at this thing. It's so heavy.
Oh my, dude, that other side's got to be right there. Yeah. Well, I guarantee that other one's probably sitting like.
Dude, I see it. I swear I see it. I swear.
Oh my god.
Dude, I love this as much as I do kill them. Hold on, let me pick this other one up. This other one's perfect.
Congratulations, dude. That's so killer.
This is insane.
Yeah, baby.
All right, I'll call you back. Holy crap. This is insane. I have no idea what to say. Look at this. If I never get a chance to hunt this deer, I am totally fine with that. Just to have a piece of him like this that I can have with me forever is, as a hunter, a shed hunter, a deer hunter, someone who loves whitetails, it's all I could have ever have asked for. That being said, I will 1000% be trying my best to get on this buck this fall. But I feel like I've already conquered a major journey. Thank you, Lord. I cannot believe we're going home with these antlers. I've got to clean these suckers up. I really want to get them back at the truck and just really be able to soak it in or see what they actually, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'll just see at the truck. This is insane. Look at this deer. God, I'm looking at it in the frame of the camera. This is my first time holding them together like this. This is insane. This is nuts. To find a matching set of sheds is so hard to do. It almost takes a ton of luck. And to have a matched set like this is the biggest matched set of whitetail sheds I will ever find in my life. I am extremely confident in saying that. This is insane. I don't know what this deer is gonna score, but it's a lot. Mission accomplished for finding these sheds. I'm still honestly in shock. I'm in disbelief is really what it is. So I can finally start to sleep again at night. Unreal. Time to go home.
With his sheds in hand, this buck has finally become more than just a rumor. More than just a quiet whisper among friends, a ghostly image on a trail camera, or even a fleeting sighting. He is real. Not only is he real, but I know where he is. My challenge now is to keep tracking him through the summer months to get to know his habits and try to figure out how to make my move. If laying my hands on his sheds was hard, laying my hands on him will take nothing short of a miracle.
All right, it is the first week of June. I got the truck loaded up with some minerals. Making my first trip since I found those giant sheds up north. And the goal is to try and relocate this buck. It's gonna be early, but he should be grown out enough to where I'd be able to see him if I could glass him from one of the roads. But the other goal is to lock down some of the permission that I've kind of got started on my last trips. I'm kind of building off of what I had going with getting shed hunting permission. I've actually got I'll show this to you real quick. A deer antler that I found on this lady's property. And I made a little engraving as kind of just like a thank you gift for letting me shed hunt. I'm hoping that, you know, that'll open the door to have a conversation with her to see if she'll let me hunt. But that's the goal, is in the crazy long shot to actually relocate this deer. He's gonna be coming to a bean field. I've got to be first on the punch, and that's why I'm leaving here early June, because I know if this deer gets visible from certain roads later in the summer when he's fully grown out, at that point it's too late in the game, and all those places will be door knocked. So we've got a long drive ahead of us, so we're gonna get rolling, but looking to get some cameras and mineral sites out and try to get the ball rolling, try to get the momentum going for kicking this thing off for this 2024 season. This will be the greatest whitetail challenge that I ever face in my life, and I'm ready for it. So we're gonna hit the road.
Right now, the strategy is to start looking in the area I found his sheds at in February. The only problem is that I have not seen him on any of my trail cameras in months, which is making me doubt that he's even there to begin with. If he isn't, I'm gonna have to start back at square one and try and find him all over again.
Right over there is where I found his sheds. Dang, this is like, it's beans, but it's planted super, super late. Most of the beans are you know, shin high. This is literally like just sprouting. They planted this really late, which means he's not gonna be here right now. And I think that this deer has made a shift on us. So we're gonna get in the car and cover some ground. Oh my gosh. Is this freaking him? That's freaking him, dude. Oh my gosh, that's him, 100%. I need to get the spotting scope out. Oh my gosh, I'm literally freaking out right now. I only got a glimpse of him, but this deer is freaking huge. I'm freaking shaking right now. I'm flipping out. Okay, I see one of the bucks he was with. I'm literally freaking out. I haven't seen him on the spotter, but I know that was him. There he is, there he is. That has to be him. That's him, 1000%. That's freaking him. %, baby, that is him. We freaking found him. And he is huge. Unreal. I gotta figure out who owns this property. I mean, here's the thing is like he's in a, you know, there's 2 cornfields right now. There's gonna be, the closest beans to where he's at is probably where he's gonna spend his summer. But there's a big thicket right here, and that might be where he's held up at. That might be where he's bedding at. Literally all this stuff to the left. Just big thicket. Holy freaking crap. Oh my gosh, to see him again. I've seen him twice now. I pulled into that cut cornfield and I saw him run off, found his sheds, and just to lay eyes on him again over an animal that I have literally obsessed with for the last 5 months of my life. Like literally not a day has gone by that I haven't thought of this deer, and to just see him again, I feel like I've just seen an old friend, like an old long lost friend. There's no telling what he's gonna turn into this year. Holy smokes. I'm gonna get turned around.
Now that I've found him, the goal is to lock down some spots that I can hunt this fall. I have 3 main properties to door knock, and if I can get just 1 yes, I will consider that a massive win.
Not a no. They do hunt here, but not seriously. Hopefully I hear from them at some point, and if not, I can always circle back. Mark my words, that's where this deer is living, 100%. She said she's been asked before by good friends and told no, or told them no, so she'd have to stick with that. But man, it makes all the sense in the world that this is where a big deer like this would live, and this is the block of woods that looked like he came out of. Do you
it's pretty bad.
do the guys that hunt on your place, are they I mean, are they out there like opening weekend of bow?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You think there'd be room for one more, or you think that it's?
Well, let me think about that. I'm just gonna kind of hold off on that.
I'd be happy to shoot you a doe.
With the high stuff.
Pulling into the next spot now. This is actually a sleeper spot, and these people own the bean field that he was feeding in last night. I don't even know what's happening right now. We just got a yes where we saw this buck last night. In the 18 years I've been doing this, those 2 people might be some of the nicest I have ever met. extremely nice, super sweet. I just literally talked to them for an hour about everything under the sun, traveling. They just got back from a trip from Florida, and they were telling me about all the big deer they see. And they were like, you know what? I told them, I was like, I'm looking for one specific buck, and they are gonna let me hunt, and I'm extremely grateful, like kind of in shock. They've had people hunt in the past, and they're like, no one's hunted here in years, and they were like, we'd love to have you try and get the one you're chasing. So we're in the freaking game. We literally got the spot where this deer was seen last night. I'm sure he's gonna be here all summer, but the question is he gonna be here when the season rolls around? And that's the big question mark. I'm gonna keep rolling though. I got several more places I wanna ask. I'm not satisfied with just that place, because he could leave there by the time the season rolls around and go to some of these other places. And so I'm gonna keep working. I got 4 more pins I wanna knock on. We just got a second spot. She said, if you can help get rid of them groundhogs, not only can you park and access your place from here, you can hunt mine too. And I said, done deal. So, you want the good or bad news first?
Give me the one I need to hear first.
The one you need to hear first is that I've got permission where I saw this buck eating in beans last night.
To be able to hunt.
To be able to hunt.
Good.
The bad news, there's a lot of people that know about this deer, and I talked to another adjacent farmer. He said he lets his brother hunt, his uncle hunt. They've been hunting that deer for years. They call him Goliath, and they shot at him last year, I think, and missed.
But fear's on me. I'm stoked that you got permission. That's huge.
Oh, dude. I mean,
That's massive.
You convinced me to come, and I was like, man, I don't know, should I wait? It's like, man, I'll tell you right now, this trip was essential because I'm the first to the punch here. Like this deer's gonna be starting to be seen, and it's like I've already hit the places.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dude, this trip was huge.
Now that I have permission, I'm gonna hang some cameras and make a mineral site around the bean field I saw him in last night, in hopes of getting some actionable intel.
Something that's extremely important is I want to put this mineral site in a place that I can actually hunt, not just put it in a place that I can't ever access. So if he, is on this camera a lot, I can think of an access point of where to hunt him. So I think that this deer obviously is extremely smart, and we're gonna make sure that we do everything right on this deer, because we're gonna get one chance. Even if we ever get a chance, everything's gonna have to be perfect. So. I think we got it covered. This tree here, they walked right around this corner yesterday. We're feeding out these beans. I got one on a post over there, one on that side over there. Just try to keep eyes on this bean field, and hopefully it's gonna be at least a couple of months before we even have to think about coming back in here to put new batteries in or anything like that. So I got the cameras on video mode. It's time to let them soak and see what they tell us. I just checked my trail cams, and look what showed up about 30 minutes ago. That deer is so ridiculous for June 12th. And if I had any doubts in my mind,
if the buck I saw a few days ago was him, I have no doubts now. The brow tines match. He's growing a lot of the same trash, and he's blowing up. He's got a lot of his extras that are starting to grow now, a lot of the similar stuff of last year. And so I think that he's going to be at least comparable to what he was last year. So, I mean, would be wild to even think that he could be bigger, but this is a trip I almost didn't even do. I was just like, I don't know, you know. And I got extremely lucky with being the first to the punch to get some permission, finding the deer, and having permission where he is. I think that we've stumbled into his core area for the summer. I think we're on the bean field that he's going to be in for a while. And as long as we put a flawless plan, everything's got to be perfect. If we can put together a perfect plan and have a little bit of luck go our way, if he hangs around until October, we may just have a chance at this buck early season. So I'll keep you guys posted on the next couple weeks of what's showing up on the camera. I'm definitely gonna be making trips probably every other week up to this place, because again, I've just got to keep the momentum going, getting more spots, more permission, maximize my chances at crossing paths with this deer. I appreciate y'all being patient with me on the talking and vlogging. It's been a lone wolf mission to this point. Hopefully next time I'll have a camera guy with me that can spice things up a bit. But a lot of what I do is just boring work, boring time, boring effort, driving, knocking, networking, talking to people, just a lot of that, months and months of that. So someone's calling me, I'm gonna take this, but we'll give you an update here in a couple weeks. Over the coming weeks, my eyes would stay glued to my trail cameras, watching his movements and his growth as the summer days stretched on. Unable to help myself, I had to go see him again. I see him. I'm gonna see if I can ease up like another 20 yards. Get this spotting scope out. I really don't want to do something stupid here, but the wind is good. He's out here. There he is right there, baby. He's bedded down out there in the middle of the beans. This deer is a freaking giant. The mass is insane. I literally just pulled up from making the 8-9 hour drive, whatever it is. And as I pull up, I check my camera and he's out here. This might be his home, like for real, like his home. 200-inch deer in the making right now. We're watching him in a bean field. It's July 1st. He's gotten a lot bigger since the last time I saw him. The mass that he's putting on is insane. I've been watching him for probably 45 minutes at this point.
He just bedded in the bean field and just chewing on cud, perfectly content. I'm really hoping, the sun's about setting, I'm really hoping he stands up and gives us a little bit better look before we get out of here. I'm a little bit worried because some of these smaller bucks have kind of moved over to our east. I hope they're not in this bean field that we gotta walk out of on our way out. But I'd really love it if he'd stand up before we took out of here. He finally just stood up. This deer is so huge, it's crazy. Speechless. This deer's freaking nuts. That is insane. That is nuts. I watched that deer for probably an hour. In the last like 15 minutes, he finally decided to get up and kind of ease his way off. I drove up here to hang stands, but if he's like living that tight into that block, I may need to rethink or just kind of stew on what I'm gonna do, because I hate to dive in there if he's living in there. He's probably coming to that bean field almost every night. Wouldn't surprise me if he is. But I made the 8-9 hour drive, whatever it is, all the way up here, pulled up to the spot, and he's boom, in the field that we can hunt. Freaking insane. This deer is insane.
With summer in full swing, it's time to go to work. I want to try to do what I can to keep him where he's at so I can be ready to hunt him when the season rolls around. The clock is ticking.
Took a lonely feeling just to let the meaning sink like the sun goes down. Never close to heaven, felt my feet were burning from the same red hot ground. There's blood on my hands, there's blood on my hands, yeah, there's blood. It's getting hard to listen when the clock is ticking, counting down the days gone by, waiting for the answer to another question that will really please you dry. You won't understand with your head in the sand, no you won't. But I'll kiss the ground where you kneel till I grow my head to my heels. Splash your water, your wine, while you waste my precious time.
Mission accomplished. Let's see what the cameras tell us. Hopefully he's taking to that water, because if he does, he's in trouble.
So good feeling just to let the meaning sink like the sun goes down. Never close to heaven, felt my feet were burning from the same red hot ground.
All right, quick update because I'm bringing it to you as it's happening. I'm on my way home. Check my trail cam. Bang. He's in there right now. He was in there the entire time that we put the water and hung the stands today. He showed up on the mineral camera, and dude, this is wild. He was in there the entire time. In the back of my mind, I was sitting there thinking today, as we're hanging those stands and doing the water and stuff, I'm like, man, he could be within a couple hundred yards of us right now, and he was. And what I'm learning, because this is a new arena for me, these farm deer, rural deer, is I think that these deer sometimes are so used to commotion, it doesn't mean anything to them. which is very different than what I'm used to hunting. And I think it's because these deer are obviously used to farm equipment, but when they take off running, if that deer were to blown out of there, one, he's got a long ways to go for his next block of woods, but two, he is extremely exposed when he runs out into one of those big fields. And so I think what these deer will sometimes do, as opposed to just, you know, hitting the gas, is that they'll hunker down in a just super, super tight place that he feels extremely safe. And I think he did that today. And it happens to be where we have permission to hunt. So this is like the spot. The stars have been aligning. I'm still just expecting something to go wrong because everything to this point has gone right. And I'm knocking on wood that it keeps going right. But I'm super excited to get back. I'm gonna probably make a trip here in a couple weeks. We're definitely gonna film him again because this is where he is at. And I am hoping that he stays in there long enough that September 28th we cross paths with him. So my next hope is that he takes to the water we put in, because that would just give him even less of a reason to go anywhere else. It would give him more of a reason to just stay put in the little place that we've got. So we'll pick it back up on the next leg of this trip, scouting trip, probably in a couple more weeks towards the end of July. He is growing so fast. I mean, he's growing literally by the day. And he is getting freaking huge. No telling where he'll end up.
Sitting at home, I watch my trail cameras as he makes his rounds. I am definitely in the right spot. This is where he lives. There is no doubt about that. And he is getting even more massive. It may be time to head up north for another visit.
All right, let's see where we left off on this one. Last trip, we put in the water hole, so here's the update. Y'all have probably seen the trail cam footage by now. This deer is pounding that pond that I put in there. And he has been coming to these beans almost every day, if not every day. The whole purpose of me putting in that water was to try and keep him from going to other properties where he needed to go to get it. And it seems like it's working, because I'm telling you, dude, he lives in this block. Like, he's living there. So we just pulled up this evening. There's a storm rolling in. The last time I did this, I went up this tree line and was able to film him. I'm hoping that we can do the same thing tonight. The beans have gotten way higher since the last time I was here. We've got maybe, I mean, assuming that this storm doesn't pound us here shortly, we probably got 45 minutes until dark. You ready to see a giant? I don't want to shoot ourselves in the foot and jinx it, but he's been out here a lot. There's two doves at the end of this field. I just climbed this fence and peeked in that back corner. He's not there. There was one other dove back there. Man, we freaking jinxed ourselves. Drove the 9 hours up here, banking he'd be in the field. Shot ourselves in the foot. He's not here. We got one more night to see if we can find him or see him. Let's get out of here. Our wind is good. These deer have no idea that we're here, but I really just want to treat this place like super, super carefully. So let's take this edge and slide out.
Not seeing him was definitely a disappointment, but I still have another day to look. While I wait for the afternoon, I'll keep busy with the usual routine. Hanging stands, refreshing trail camera spots, and trying to get more places to hunt. I've got a stand hung in that corner, and anything with west, southwest, even northwest, anything with west is good. I need a stand that's good for anything with north or east. So definitely need to get a little more, or just a couple more ambush points in here. This tree is gonna be perfect. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie, dude, that is a money set. Well, I guess that's the end of that bag, and that's where that corn is going. He's right freaking there, dude. He's freaking right there. Where'd he go? Yep. That's... I freaking knew he came down here. I knew he freaking came this way. There's a car coming. I don't want to cause a scene. Dude, that's him. I knew he came this direction. I've got my place covered in trail cams, and I get videos of him coming from the north. Oh my gosh, he's like a 3/4 of a mile away from our spot. Yeah, man, this deer's freaking smart, like straight up. Which I knew this because when I was up here door knocking, or when I was up here scouting late season, everywhere you turned, it was corn pile, blind, stand, feeder. There's hunters all over the place, and it has blown my mind that this deer is alive, like that somehow he's made it all these years. We just drove by this deer and stopped the car for a minute, and he either took off running. I think he just laid down the beans. He knows what a stop truck is, for sure. And I'm telling you, man, I've thought this from the beginning, that this is the greatest whitetail challenge that I will ever face, hands down. Just the cards are stacked against my favor. I've got one place out of 100 he can go, and every one of those 100 other places has hunters on it. It wouldn't surprise me if someone hunts this farm. I'm definitely gonna be asking. Let's ease off a few minutes and then make one more pass like at dusk and see if he's popped back up. Oh man. So I think this deer laid down We've given it about 20 minutes. This is probably gonna be our last chance to get a clip of this deer. I'm hoping that he stood back up because it's like the last 10, 15 minutes of daylight. You good, Ryer? There he is. You see him? Yeah, he's right there. Wow. I'm getting a spotting scope out. Dude, it takes one heck of a freaking whitetail to be able to see him with the naked eye 1,000 yards away. Dude, he is so freaking big. It's not even real. Hey, I told you we'd see the biggest whitetail you ever seen, right? Dude, it's insane. When he picks his head up, it's just like... Dude, he is a dinosaur. Even though we didn't see him on our property, I feel like this is still a huge piece of the puzzle. Like any bit of information I can learn about this deer is useful. And now when he's, you know, gone missing a few days on my camera, I know where he's coming. And what I'm curious now is how long it's gonna take him to go from here to get back to my spot. So we gotta hit the road. And I guarantee you we're gonna be making another trip here very shortly to come do some more door knocking. Dude, this is, I've never hunted a deer in this caliber. I never hunted a deer like this. He's just something else. And we are giving it all. I mean, all in, whatever it takes. I will live in this state until we come home with him. We got a long drive though. Let's get home. For the first couple weeks in August, I watched him make his rounds. But as soon as the beans turned, I lost him. A month went by with no sign of him. Then, in mid-September, I caught him making one lap through my spot before he disappeared again, which at least told me that he was still in the area. With opening day approaching, hopefully he's still around, I'm heading back up to Ohio, not just to see him, but to actually hunt him. All right, we've made it back to where the big deer is at. We've got several factors going on. One, everything is different. They've been in like a 2-month drought and all the crops have turned. Like, my beans have been cut. The farmers have been in there. They've already cut the beans. Not only have they cut the beans, they've replanted wheat in there. EHD is going on right now because of the drought. There's a lot of deer that are being found dead right now. The last time I saw this buck was on my trail camera about 5 nights ago in our field, which is good. But this is where I believe he's relocated to. The last time I was here with Ryer, this is where he was. And I actually made another trip a couple weeks ago that I didn't even bring a camera, it was just get work done trip. And I saw him out here again. So I think he's relocated from the farm we were originally at and has relocated over here. Now I think he's still making loops.
Yep.
And we caught him on our trail cams doing a loop. The last trip, I talked to like 4 different landowners right here. And I'm sitting on some maybes. I need to do some following up. So we've got a lot of work to do, man. And yeah, man, I just feel like we're almost starting over. I mean, we're not out of the game where we're at, but it's just like, the whole plan, everything we thought we had hopes for, it's done. Everything's changed. Thought we'd catch a window with him being still in the beans and it being green, but there's no chance for that.
Time to do some more homework, man.
We've got a lot of work to do. Season comes in 3 days, and we've got a lot of work to do for sure. It's maybe. He said he'll get back with me today, so we'll see how that one ends up. But this place is probably what I have my highest hopes for.
Okay.
Dude, it's when we pull in here, look how many white oaks are around. And I saw the last trip up here, I saw him bedded against this guy's wood line. So that's like 2 properties in a row that are being hunted, and none of them have said anything about a big deer.
Yeah.
But it's kind of making me doubt, even though I've seen him over here, now that those beans have turned, dude, he may be just completely gone somewhere else.
During deer season, he might not be anywhere around here, you know?
Oh, man. Kind of lost, to be honest with you. Yeah, so I don't know. I think we adjust some cameras around. I do have some stands coming. We'll get one hung, but we can keep door knocking, man. But I mean, to be honest, I think it's just gonna take a stroke of dumb luck,
Yeah.
you know, to get this deer. And I've been like so curious. I'm like, how has a deer this size lived this long surrounded by this many hunters? And I think he's just next level smart. I know what he's doing, because in the summer, I was getting videos of him coming from over here, making a loop, go back over there. He's living over there. You know he's not far. There's a couple I need to follow up with over here, kind of where we started this morning. And then after that, I want to go to the east, because they're just like, if this one section is not being hunted, it'd be a massive sanctuary.
Yeah.
And there's some, small stuff, but we've killed, that's been our bread and butter. It's like the breadcrumb places. So
Yeah.
I think the only thing that we can keep doing is keep putting ourselves in the game. Like, we gotta get more stuff. We gotta just like keep putting ourselves in other places to, not be so much of like just stuck in a waiting game here. This lady was weird, but she had some prime time stuff.
Good luck, bud.
Yeah. Nobody home. Dude, she's all for it.
Nice.
She said her husband's out back, garage is open, go talk to him. She's like, sounds great to me, have fun. If I can get the husband to say yes, this might be like the second, or really the third yes I've gotten in like hundreds of door knocks out here. Signed, sealed, delivered.
Nice, man.
feels so good to get a yes. It's been a long time. They are the nicest people ever.
Heck yeah.
But here's the thing. They've seen this deer.
Have they?
Yes.
Really?
He's like, I'm like, I've been chasing this one deer and really only after him. And he's like, oh yeah, we've seen him. And he was like, I'm certain that the buck you're talking about, he said it jumped over the hood of his car 2 weeks ago.
Really?
He said it right here going into their property.
Jeez.
Jumped the hood of their car. So,
Another yes, buddy.
dude, this is a breadcrumb area, dude. It's not like they own some big giant farm. It's like they've never been asked.
Yeah.
And they would have probably said yes to anybody. Seriously.
Sure.
It's very nice, but it's a breadcrumb place. But I'm telling you, like, the breadcrumb places, we've done most of our damage on breadcrumb places.
Yep.
All right, let's see where else is next. I knew this was gonna happen. The buck at home just showed up.
In the hurricane.
Oh no, man. That's him, 100%. I just requested a video. That's the spot he loves. What do we do? I knew the second we left Georgia and came up here that buck would start showing up. That's the earliest he's ever showed up at that spot.
Really?
Yes. Oh no, man. I mean, it's a good thing, but it's a bad thing. It's like, there's other hunters over there. We're 9 hours away. And, oh, dude, now I'm torn between. Dang it, man. Dude, I don't know what to do right now. What's gonna happen is if we drive home to Georgia, the Ohio buck's gonna start showing up. And then that was probably the one time the Georgia buck would show up.
Yeah.
Oh, no. But I'm tempted to like try and get the work done that we need to today. I mean, opening day is tomorrow. The weather up here is gonna be like not ideal. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think on this one. Dude, this deer's big. I mean, it's 180 plus inch Georgia buck.
That's
It's
crazy.
huge. He's huge. Let me think on it. We'll figure out what we're gonna do.
With a predicament at hand, I'm deciding to keep working in Ohio. Getting stands hung, putting new trail cameras up, door knocking more spots, and waiting for additional permissions.
There's deer beds all on the riverbank right there. There's trails zig and zag through here. Dude, this place could be freaking money.
If Derp does show up again though, I'll make the trip back to Georgia because I'd rather hunt a deer that I know is around than spin my wheels waiting on this Ohio giant who may already be dead.
Cody,
Yeah, buddy.
I think we're headed home. He just showed up again. Oh, man. I think we need to go home. I think we let the stand we just hung, let it soak, let the cameras do some work. Still working on hearing back from a couple spots, but like, oh man, oh this sucks. Here's the thing too, like, in the back of my mind, I'm still a little worried EHD got this deer. It's been over a week since I've last seen him. I mean, likelihood is low, but it's still a possibility. It's been really bad this year.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. This season, I was like, man, I'm a little nervous. Like, we've rolled the dice every year. We've hit a stroke of luck. Like, we've had some good seasons. This year, I was like, man, I've got 3 deer I'm hunting. We've killed one already, but I've got, at the beginning of the season, I got 3 deer. And I was like, it may not happen on all 3 of them. We may strike out on all 3. And it's like, dude, we might be hitting lightning if we can go home and get this deer done and then come back up here and solely focus on this buck.
Wild.
So I think that we need to, it's already 3 o'clock. I think we need to hit the Dusty Trail. Agreed?
Agreed.
Okay, let's do it.
So with that, I'm heading south, hoping and praying that this Georgia deer is still in his spot. And if this Ohio deer is still alive, that he stays that way until I can make my way back up here again. It's a risky move, but in my opinion, the best one I have at the moment. I hope I don't regret it.
Yep.
Punch through.
I think so.
I think it did too.
I think you just smoked him, dude.
It's September 28th and my gamble paid off. I've shot one of my biggest Georgia bucks to date. The grind is far from over though. In fact, it may just be beginning. Because now it's time for me to attempt the impossible and finish the story on this Ohio giant. And I had no idea what was about to happen next.
Oh my gosh. I just jumped this deer. Dadgummit, man. I just jumped the giant buck. I'm at the spot, the peninsula by the river that I just got, and I was like, I'm gonna get another camera in there just kind of on the river. I walked up in here, and this deadfall behind me, he jumped up, and I heard him just crash in the river and run off. Oh my gosh. I hope I didn't freaking just blow this. Oh my gosh, I hope I didn't just freaking blow this. He was on the property I had permission on. Gosh dang it, man, it was stupid. It's so freaking stupid. Been seeing deer in here, I was like, I want to adjust the camera, I'm gonna get one more in here. Freaking bumped him. I'm about to throw up. I just checked my trail camera and he was in there. I have videos of him in there.
No.
Dude, I'm about to throw up.
What?
I just bumped him.
You did.
Yep. Yep.
You sure it was him?
Dude. Yeah, there's no mistaking it. 1000%.
Yeah, there's no mistake.
What makes, dude, you know, what makes it worse? I have trail camera videos of him. I didn't even check.
Yeah.
I didn't even check my camera. Like something I do a million times. Check my camera before I go walk into a place. I didn't even check my camera, just because I didn't see anything in there this morning. It was just like, you know, one of the checklist things to do. Walk on in there, bump him out. I check my camera. There's 2 videos of him in there at like 12 o'clock. I mean, it's good news. 1, he's alive. 2, I know where he is. But dude, I feel like an idiot. I didn't check that camera before I walked in there. I could have killed him tonight. I could have killed him tonight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that deer, he'll be back. All right.
Oh man, dude.
I mean, you're not the first time to bump them. You're not.
I know, but during hunting season, man, dude, it's just, I don't know how he would react. He could come right back. He could be gone for weeks.
Yeah.
My plans to hunt the evening are shattered, and the doubt is starting to creep in. All I can do now is wait, hope to catch him on trail camera, or land one of the surrounding properties that he may have ran into.
All right, we just got settled. It's October 3rd. First sit this season for the mega deer. We're on this soybean, well, what was a soybean field where I filmed this deer all summer. It's now wheat, but it does have a lot of soybeans sprouting up in it. And we've already had 4 deer come out in the field. So there's still a lot of does here. I had a trail cam video of him 2 weeks ago, come from this trail right here behind me. So it's a long shot, a 1 in 100 chance, but at least there's a chance. The wind is good for tonight. Believe it or not, it's actually noisier here than it is what I'm used to in the suburbs. We got combines running over here. Farmers are harvesting their crops. Got some road noise and whatnot, but we're hunting. Feels good to be in a tree. Sun's going down. Probably gonna wrap it up this evening. Felt good to get our feet wet, get a sit in. I know with these combines going behind me, that is the dinner bell to these deer. I'm thinking that the activity on this farm is probably gonna hopefully pick up here the next couple days. I'm gonna slide down before these deer get to me, so I'm out and gone by the time they get to me. And I wanna keep these does happy here, because I think this may be one of the first places he comes to in the rut, so I want to keep the does chilling. Let's get out of here. Big time update. So I've spent the last several days just driving around, again, glassing, laying eyes. Spent this morning driving around. I just got a picture of him back on the peninsula in front of my camera, in front of my spot. I'm a couple 100 yards down the road. The wind right now is good. I'm actually going to see if I can't slip behind this house and see if I can see him in there, and then make a game plan from there. I don't know if I try to push in today, if I let him kind of get comfortable in there. I got to kind of reevaluate right now, but this is happening right now. I mean, I've been sitting here glassing, driving around, and he's there on my spot in front of my stand now. So he's come back like I thought he would. It took a few days. He's back. He's freaking back. Neighbor's dog started barking at me, so I'm getting out of here. I don't want that dog to booger him in any way. He's gonna bet on that peninsula 1,000%. I think I got a few clips of him. But I'm getting out of here right now. Actually, I want to check what the wind is doing here. It says it's supposed to be northwest, or actually northeast, which would be ideal, but so problem, the wind is changing. I didn't even see this until I checked Spartan Forge, which has, in my opinion, the best wind prediction, most accurate wind prediction. The wind is turning. It was a north wind this morning, really northeast. It's turning to east right now, and it's starting to turn south, which would be blowing right into him. And if we were to dive in there and try to finish this deal today, it would be a suicide mission from where we can access. We're really pigeonholed where we can access. And the right call is to wait till tomorrow, see what's going on. It's gonna be a west wind. If I can get permission from the east neighbor, we may be able to take the riverbank up to him if he's back in there. But if not, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week are going to be perfect. Cold front coming in. It's a north wind, which we have to have for this place. And as much as I think he loves this place, in those 4-day windows, he's coming. 100%. He is coming in those 4-day windows. So I just want to be smart. This is a once in a lifetime chance. If I blow up one more false move in this place and it's done. We're gonna wait for the right window and capitalize on that. I think it's coming here in a couple days.
I tried to get permission from a neighbor, but like most people up here, he hunts too. So now my only option is to be patient and wait for the right wind.
All right, we definitely made the right call. This wind is headed straight from the south, and I just got a picture. This buck is on his feet. And again, pulling up over here, I'm gonna go to the same spot and see if I can't lay eyes on him. I really want to gather just as much intel as I possibly can. I think he's super intimate with this area, this particular little spot. So trying to be patient, be smart, but it is freaking tough to not want to just barge in and try and kill this deer today. So pulling up now, see if we can see it, get our eyes on him again. He's out there right now. I don't want to hang around. These landowners are so nice. I just sat there and talked with them. And I looked back there and he's back there. And he was looking at me and I was hanging by the truck and like, I don't want to stand still. I just want to like act like I'm just one of the dudes up here by the garage. I can't believe that. That's, I don't want to hang around. I want to stay out. I got an insane clip of him. That deer is a freak. This can happen here. This is gonna happen here. He's like 5 yards from the stand I've got hung in there. We're in the process of finding the chosen one. So I've got a couple arrows I like. I'm gonna shoot them real quick. I just wanna make sure my bows, I've been shooting really well, but tomorrow's the morning and I wanna make sure that I am 100% confident on every level. I wanna shoot a few arrows, again, find the chosen one, and then we've got a lot of stuff to do. We gotta wash a bunch of clothes, and tomorrow's the day, so. Nerves are kicking in, like, I mean, we've been waiting, and it's the right time, so. Six.
I think our furthest shot's gonna be, I mean, 30 at the most. But honestly, man, I think it's gonna be under 20. Like, he's gonna be on top of us. The chosen one. We found her. I've been shooting really well, man. My confidence is really high, which is critical with bow hunting. We've been waiting for this window, and tomorrow is go time. The wind is shifting. There's a cold front coming in. Spartan Forge is saying core area days for the next 3 days, which I want core area days. So I feel super confident that in the next 3 days, we're gonna have a really good chance at this deer. And I was just talking with Hunter, and I'm like, man, I don't know how big this deer is, but I've never hunted a deer of this sheer just size of this thing. It's unreal. So I'm nervous, admittedly. We're gonna get up really, really, really early and make sure that we beat him in there, and pray that it happens and that I can compose myself, dude, because this thing's next level big. But we've done everything we can on our side to prepare and be the best we can, be as ready as we possibly can. We just need the deer to do his thing. We've done all that we can do to prepare, and we've waited for the right window. So now it's time to dive in. The only problem is that he beat us in there. So we're gonna have to come up with a new game plan. It should be light enough now where we can see down in there. Let's get to the corner, just like I did the other day, to this shed they've got, and just peer in there. There's almost no wind right now. That's why I think it's pulling towards that river. So, like, even if we were in there, we may have busted him. He's in here, dude. Like, without a doubt in my mind, two things. One, I think that we need to let the wind pick up this afternoon. There's no way we can get in there right now with how still it is. But, dude, he could be bedded within eyesight. And I'm sure if he's got the wind in his favor coming from the north, he's smelling everything from the north, he's gonna be bedded facing the south where he's vulnerable. So, I mean, there's a chance we walk in there and bump him out, but at some point, man, we gotta roll the dice. This is exhibit A of what a mature old buck is doing when you're not seeing him on your cameras. He is living somewhere. The thing is, man, these situations are so tricky because they're so intimate with these places, and they put themselves in a position to not be vulnerable.
To survive.
Yeah, so we need to let the winds pick up. This is dead. Dude, it's just like, we've been waiting for the moment, but it's like I said, I mean, at some point, it's like when you see your shot, you better freaking take it. So as bad as I was wanting to get in there this morning, it might not be a bad thing that he was been in there and beat us and we didn't dive in there. So I think this afternoon we roll the dice to get in there without bumping him, and knowing good and well, dude, he could be bedded within 50 yards of us, 100%. Let's slide out of here. I don't want to be here too long. So, couple updates. One, I just got a call from the landowner to the west, and she's cool with it too, giving us access, which opens up a lot. But the other plot that's thickening now is there's does in there that just walked in. So it's like if those does bed on that peninsula too, now we have 3 deer in there that we're having to kind of navigate and roll the dice on. But dude, we have to. I mean, at some point we have got to take the gamble. And you know, we're in this October lull period where, like we said earlier, deer seem to crawl out of holes. We're in one of the holes. But I guarantee you probably the next week, he's gonna start to branch out. He's probably gonna start exploring. We're in a narrow kind of window here where it's like he's going to change. So at some point we've got to capitalize on him being in there. But man, it's just like, we had 1 landmine in there, now we got 3 landmines in there. So I'm nearly a year into chasing this rumor, and at a certain point, I've got to lay my cards on the table. Tonight is that night. The wind has picked up, it's blowing in the right direction, and it's time for me to make my move. It's been said that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. But with a deer like this, I may miss a shot that I do take, and I may not get another one. So this one had better count. Nerves are high, man. It's starting to get real, and we're either gonna make it into this tree and kill this freaking deer, or we're gonna bust him going in. This is one of the biggest gambles, but we're putting we're putting all our chips on the table on this one. I think there's enough cover in between us and where I saw him bed down and bumped him that day. Like, coming from this angle, I think we can get to our tree. Did you hear something? Did you hear something? You did.
I think that was him. You think you heard it that way or this way? I thought I heard him running off over here. That was him. I have a picture of him running out of that corner, the same spot that I bumped him that day. Dude. We might have just ruined this. We might have just ruined this place. Oh, man.
Hours, days, weeks, months, and years. Everything was leading up to that moment. That was the moment. And I ruined it. All that time for nothing. There are no words to capture this level of frustration. Honestly, I just want to break stuff.
We waited, man. Waited for the right time, waited for the right window, and oh, I'm so freaking pissed right now. God, dude, this should have ended tonight. Dude, oh man, I'm boiling right now. Like, dude, I'm so, oh, dude, we freaking had him, man.
Yeah, I knew that one. This one's gonna be tough.
Dude, I knew it was gonna be tough too. I've said it's gonna be the biggest whitetail challenge of my life, just with the immense pressure this deer has. Like, I knew he was freaking next level smart, but dude, he is this. I've met my match with this deer. Yeah, I think while this deer's gone, I'm gonna relook at this and try and figure something out. 'Cause I'm scratching my freaking head right now.
Yeah, you think he's gonna come back or what?
I don't know, man. I really don't know.
We were this close. He was bedded like I thought, like I knew. He was bedded where he was gonna watch this trail. He wasn't gonna let that happen again. We would have killed him tonight. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm so sick. I could throw up. We need to get out of here. Oh my gosh, man, I might throw up. I'm serious, I'm like physically sick.
All right, so we just pulled into our spot. A lot to process, a lot going through my head, but I know that we can't kill him on the couch. The conditions are right, so we're gonna slide in this morning in hopes that he comes back. So here's what I really looked at last night. When I started studying this trail cam video, he's really not like, he's not full on spooked, in my opinion. There was a lot of activity up here. Like yesterday, I was so in my head where it's like, it's done, it's done, it's done. There was so much activity up here. Like, we got to the tree. I was pretty much up in the tree. I don't know if he just heard something, you know, like that he didn't even really know what it was, but there was just a lot of activity. He heard some sounds and was like, and just kind of like bebop down the hill. Like, I thought he blew out like a bat out of hell. Yeah. But after seeing that, dude, I'm just like, he just kind of like eased out. Like, that wasn't something serious to him. So I know he's coming back. This is the place that has kept him alive for so long. Like, this is his A+ spot. And I think he's so confident in this place that he's just like, you can't kill me here. So I know he's coming back. I want to be in this tree this morning just in the case he does. If he doesn't, no harm, no foul. We're not doing any, like, the conditions are right to be in here. So if he doesn't come back, it's not hurting anything. But in the chance that he does pull up on this point out of that CRP, I want to be in position to do it. So we're going to give it a shot in the morning. Going to slide in here. We're really early. And yeah, man, see what happens.
He's gonna get up and readjust at some point. I don't know if he'll come in or out of his little thing there. But it's 8:30 in the morning. We've got about, well, a little shy of 12 hours to sit here. We've got one water and a banana to split between the two of us. It's bedded down, facing him. He got up out of his little thicket right there and just moved maybe like 5 yards out and popped back down. You see him? Dude, I can see him clear to the binos. He is freaking huge. Hey, he's up. He's up. Hey, he's coming. Dude, he's coming.
Oh my God. 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 He's dead. He's dead. It's freaking over. Have you ever in your life?
Which is the thing about my whole life.
Have you ever in your life? I haven't been married, I haven't had kids, but nothing tops that in my life. Nothing. Did that just happen, dude? Yes! Yes! This is the greatest whitetail moment of my whole life, bro. My whole freaking life. How long did we watch him?
30 minutes.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What a freaking legend. That deer is a freaking legend and we just killed him. Holy It's dead, no doubt. Double lung, dead. I think he died in the river.
How far was it? 25?
25 yards. Dude, he took... Did that just freaking happen, dude?
Lee Ellis, man. Oh! We got him, brother. Yeah. Good job.
Oh my gosh!
Good job. So good up, buddy. So
Dude. Oh my gosh. This is the greatest bow hunting moment of my life. Dude, this is the greatest bow hunting moment of my life.
Good
I'm
job.
glad to share it with you, bro. Oh
Happy
my
to be here,
gosh. I gotta make some phone calls.
Let's make some phone calls.
Holy freaking crap. Drew and Kendall.
Yeah.
He is dead.
No, dude, you're kidding me.
It just happened.
Oh my gosh, dude. Way to go. Oh, dude, I knew it was going to happen today.
10:30, dude, I'm telling you, the most insane footage we will ever have in our entire lives just happened.
Yeah.
Hey,
What up?
dude, he spooked again.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Except this time he had an arrow through his lungs.
You shot it?
He's dead, bro.
I'm like, I am so proud of you. I am. I really am.
Thank you, man. I know you.
This is awesome.
This one's Kyle. Just making my rounds.
Hello?
Hey,
Did you get him?
no, dude, we freaking spooked him again.
You're lying, I know.
No, he got up, came in, got to like 25 yards and was just, I don't know, it's like, you think he saw us?
You're lying. You can't fool me.
Yeah, you're right, he's dead.
Yeah, no shit.
So, I don't know how far away you are, but we're gonna need some help. I've never been so happy to get out of a tree. Like, oh. Blood here. Yeah, blood there. So he ran across this way. But that's definitely where he crossed at right here. He's probably laying in the CRP right there. I've got some private property that backs up to y'all. And I've actually taken a deer with bow and arrow on my property, but it expired and basically ran and died just across the property line. Before I set foot on y'all's property, I was just wanting to make sure that I talked to somebody. I don't know if you can give me the approval to retrieve the deer or
Get your deer. That's
go
the requirement.
go get the deer.
Yes.
Okay, but just wanted to, again, like before I step foot across on someone's property, I just want to make sure that I'm...
No, that's not a problem at all. It's the right thing to do.
Okay. All right, thank you, ma'am. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day.
Bye.
Bye. Bang. Let's go get him.
Here we go. Blood, blood. There. He's got to be in this. Has to be. Yeah, look. Yeah, baby! Oh my gosh! What a giant! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Woo! Yeah! Oh my gosh, man. Dude, the amount of time that has gone into this deer. Not even from me, from others, everybody. There's a lot of people hunting this deer. Dude, this is special. I feel like I'm in a dang dream. Man, for us to take this deer is something special. Like, I'm not taking this for granted at all. Dude, this is an absolute monarch of a whitetail. Like, this is what whitetail dreams are made of. This is the most gargantuan buck I've ever seen, man. You know, it's kind of funny. I'm wearing pants right now that I wore when I was 16 years old. It's like my first pair of hunting pants. I remember my parents getting them for me for Christmas. Thinking back to the time when I put these pants, like these exact pants on for the first time, and like where I was and where I could have ever imagined that like whitetails would have taken me is really hard to comprehend. Like the things that have changed since I was 16 years old. I'm 34 now. I don't know math, but whatever that number is, 18 years. It's like I cannot imagine. I just never would have dreamt like what obsessing over the whitetail deer would have done in my life. And here we are wearing the same pants. 18 years later, they still fit. I've been the same size since about 13 years old. Sitting behind an absolute legend of a whitetail, man. This deer is an absolute legend. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe what I'm looking at. I've dreamt of this deer, dude, that's why I'm like, is this even happening right now? I've dreamt of this deer and it's like, we have our hands on him right now. I have his sheds, man. I've probably picked him up every freaking day of my life since I found him. Just like hard to comprehend a whitetail like that exists, and we're sitting behind one right now. Man, all the road trips, all the miles, the hours, man. This is wild. Realtree lets us borrow trucks, and I think we borrowed the truck that we've been driving in, I don't know, we've had it maybe 6 months. We have over 30,000 miles on it, so we're on par to be like 65,000 miles for the year in one vehicle. It's like the amount of hours that it takes just chasing these things, driving, time. All led up to this. Dude, I said that this would be the greatest whitetail challenge of my, like, whitetail, yeah, I mean, challenge of my life. And it's like, this is not the suburbs. This is rural. Like, this is farmland, very far from the closest suburb. And I wanted to prove myself in a different arena on a deer of this caliber. And wouldn't you know it, Suburban Tactics killed this deer. A small little piece, but it was his home. Unreal, man. Unfreaking real. This is like kind of become my favorite part.
want to say a little prayer if you don't mind. Father, to be honest with you, I don't know what to say. I want to say thank you, but that's not enough. But thank you for your creation, for this deer, for just this thing we love that you created. I pray that we never take it for granted. Definitely very blessed with what we do, and we love your creation and just don't ever want to take any of that for granted. I hadn't been as close to you as maybe I'd like to have been these last few years, but doesn't mean that I'm not working on it, thinking about you. It's just times the world's crazy, distractions, and I could come up with a bunch of other excuses, but I just want to say that we love you, even though we may not always be the best stewards of showing that. But I'm really glad that you're with us always, whether we want you there or not. We really are blessed to have these moments and really, really appreciate it. We love you, Lord. Be patient with us. It's in your Son, Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Hey, buddy.
Man,
I can't believe it.
you are the freaking goat.
Man, I'm so proud. Good job, man.
Oh, man. It's been so much.
I know.
Wait till you see him.
I'm excited.
Dude, it's hard. I'm just, wait till you see him. It's crazy.
It's time to play the game.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game.
That is a moose. Dude,
The hell is this thing?
dude, he's massive, dude.
Where'd you put the helicopter?
They landed in the field right
Yeah,
here.
where'd you put the helicopter?
Grab a side, boys.
Biscuit. You got a deer kill. Good job, man.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. Nice meeting you. Yeah, you too. Good luck. If you do kill one, let us know. I'll head up there.
I will. Good job, dude. I'm pumped.
He says, good job, Uncle Lee.
If you need help dragging later, give us a call.
Thank you.
See you guys.
How you doing?
Couldn't be better.
Oh, you got one.
I
Huh?
got him, yes sir.
Good job.
The one I've been after for a while.
Good job.
So I cannot thank you enough. For
There's
letting
no
me hunt.
problem.
It means
no
the world
problem.
to me.
You brought the.
I brought some friends to help me get him
Yeah.
out. He's pretty big. We got some
Yeah.
work cut out for us. So
All righty.
I just wanted to.
But she wants you to take a picture when you bring her up.
Oh yes sir. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. But I just, again, I wanted to thank you so much. It means, from the bottom of my heart, it means the world to me.
No
so.
problem. No problem. I'm glad you got some.
Yes, sir. So we got a little bit of work ahead of us.
So
but
you got a big one?
I got a buck, yes, sir.
Oh,
That's the one I've been
good job.
chasing. So
Good job.
he means a lot to me, and it wouldn't
Right.
wouldn't happen if you didn't say
What,
yes. So
Yeah.
so thank y'all so much.
You don't. No problem at all.
I still want to get you something nice.
No, do not. No.
Please.
No.
I mean, a case of beer, a gift card, like a dinner on me, something, please.
Maybe a case of beer.
I can do that. I can do that.
Okay.
What beer do you like? Budweiser?
Yeah.
I got you covered.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
That's no problem.
I'll let y'all know when we get him back out here. And then
So she wants to take a picture.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
Dude, I love people like that. Like, I've met so many people over the years through door knocking that I've become close with. I've known them for a week, but I feel like I've known them my whole life now. Like, I've come over here, I watched the Alabama game with them, even though we lost. I love it, man. And I just randomly door knocked. Dude, I think it was meant to happen here. Like, it just, I don't know, man. It's crazy. Every person that knows about this is like, this deer had so much to roam. He was living on this one peninsula. What are the odds that the little 2-acre tiny little piece that we door knocked on, the sweetest people in the world were like, I want you to get this deer. And it happened. So happy story, happy ending. I'm definitely gonna come back and get them their donuts and Budweiser as a small token of my appreciation. So we got the deer packed up, headed back to Clay's, gonna get him cleaned out and taken care of, and then we'll probably put a tape on him because I am extremely curious to see what he goes. But I still feel like I'm in a freaking dream, like literally.
Oh.
Surprise.
God.
Surprise.
That is not home.
I don't know what he is. I don't really care, but I am curious. 18 and 5/8. 26 and 7/8. 6 and 3/8. 5 and 3/8. 9 and 5. 4 and 6/8. 14 and 2/8. 3 and 6/8. 4 and 2/8.
26 and 7/8.
26 and 7/8. 15 and 7/8. 9 and 2/8. 8 and 5/8. Okay, and then beam with. That's a 212-inch deer.
Oh my God.
212.
Dude, that's awesome.
We're going to Kimbo, my biggest, was 215. So he's 212. That is my 4th 200-inch deer. And genuinely, people will probably be like, oh yeah, you're full of crap. Like, no, I really don't care. Yeah. It's just like,
like you just said, your favorite deer is what, like 110?
One of them is, yeah, one of my favorite deer is my smallest deer, but it's just like setting your eyes on something and being fully focused on that. Like that's what I love. It is cool to know the score, but it's not what drives me.
It's not everything.
No. This deer could have been, you know, not what he is, and
it's a magnificent animal.
Crazy.
There's a reason I chase these rumors. It isn't for the numbers on a page, the pictures on social media, or even a rack on the wall. It is for the stories.
I just freaking saw him. Look how big that deer is. That's him. 1,000%. That's freaking him.
The experiences.
Oh my, yeah, oh my gosh, that's him. That's the biggest antler I've ever seen. Literally not a day has gone by that I haven't thought of this deer. This deer is so huge, it's crazy.
The chess match.
I'm about to throw up. I just checked my trail camera and he was in there. I have videos of him in there.
We might have just ruined this.
The people I meet and the friends I share it with. I know it's cheesy, but when I'm old and looking back on my life, it isn't the size of the deer I'll remember the most. It's the journey those deer took me on. It is for that reason I'll probably never stop chasing these animals. Because I am addicted to the rumors.
What do you got, Clay?
Don't cry. Clay, don't cry.
I got a deer. It's not always about size.
It's not about size. Here, hold yours up.
The guy.
Honestly,
wait,
it
no,
really
wait.
puts it to scale when we do that.
The guy she tells you to not to worry about.
I had a lot of fun hunting in Ohio this week, and I shot a big one. So did Lee.
Hey, Clay, you can't eat the horns.
I ain't yours, but it helps.
Oh, man.